Hello and welcome back. I'm Munawar Tanveer, welcoming you to my YouTube channel. Today we're gonna talk about the third cricket test match being played between India and England. The result has already come in just the span of 2 days. It's a historic test match. It was a day-night test match, but it has created the history and a nightmare for the batsmen. For your kind information, 4 innings concluded in just 2 days. That's where I am pointing out it's a nightmare for the batters, because it took only 2 days for both the teams to play out 4 innings. And you can guess from even level how terrific the track was. The track was totally unplayable. Although Engvids were playing for the spin, but they were not playing for the straightener, and the straightener one did the job for the Indians, the Bleed Blues. Well, the third cricket test match between India and England in Ahmedabad has become a nightmare for the batsmen. The second day of the day-night test saw India lose 7 wickets for 46 runs in the first session, and now England were bundled out for 81, with Axar Patel and Ravichandran Ashwin sharing 9 wickets. May I remind you, this is the same cricket stadium named after Narender Modi, the Prime Minister of India, formerly known as Motara Ahmadabad Gujrat, now Motara Ahmadabad Narender Modi Cricket Stadium. But on a very first match in this new established and furnished cricket stadium, the world's biggest cricket stadium in terms of crowd capacity, it's having capacity more than 110,000 people. But the question is that it was really unplayable track, and Engvids couldn't do very much. In the very first innings, they were bundled out for 112. In the second innings, they could only manage even below the triple figure mark. They were bundled out for 81. Indians also struggled in the first innings. Got a slight bit lead of India, but they were bundled out for 135 and chasing the 49 odd runs in the fourth innings. India did it easily, got over the line without any harm done. But the question is that it was really a remarkable day of cricket test match and an unplayable track. That is the question which I am pointing out here, that needs to be answered, and that needs to be asked to the higher-ups and the curators. And that was a cricket test match. It took only 842 deliveries to get the result out of the cricket test match. It's really astonishing. Well, every kid in India dreams of scoring runs and picking wickets while growing up and playing in his backyard. And true to the narrative, a couple of them, Ravichandran Ashwin and Axar Patel, have made it come true in their respective backyards. And how? Let me explain. Ashwin could do no wrong at the Chipauk, and Axar at Ahmedabad was as relentless as a waterfall. Well, now coming towards the spin ball cricket. Once upon a time, we were calling that spinners are dying down, the spin cricket is dying down. But all of a sudden, they're coming alive, and they're asking the batsmen, they're calling for the shot. They're calling the shots. And here is an example. Did India spin a web? No. They hypnotized England into believing that the spinning ball was more potent than the straightener one. The straighter one did the job for the Bleed Blues. Engvids were playing for the spin. But in the end, one must give credit to the spinners and to the spin cricket. So it means spin cricket is coming alive. 2-day finish in tests in Asia. While the first ever 2-day finish test match, it was played at the soil of Sharjah between the teams Australia and Pakistan way back in 2002 and 3. It was Australia who came out victorious. And the second test match in the history of cricket tests in Asia, it is India versus Afghanistan. On the soil of Bangalore in 2018, India beat Afghanistan. And today's all-important cricket test match, India versus England, Ahmedabad, 2020-21. India is the winner, beating England quite comprehensively with 10 wickets in the second innings. Well, now coming towards the stats about the Indian cricket test captains and their winning matches. Well, we got Virat Kohli winning 22 at home in 29 test matches, surpassing cool customer MS Dhoni, and he has won 21 test matches out of 30 matches. Now, coming towards the number of balls in getting the result out of a test match, but shortest test match in the history of cricket since the war era ending in a result. Well, we're gonna start with the 842 balls, the lowest ever, the shortest ever in terms of balls being used. It was only 842 balls were used by India versus England cricket test match here at Ahmedabad today on 25th of Feb, and 872 bowlers Australia versus New Zealand in 1945 and 46. That's why we call it in post-war era, because till 1945 there was the Second World War, and after that we have seen some peace around prevailing for past couple of decades. Now, coming back towards the test cricket more updates, we got 883 bowls. England vs South Africa at Centurion way back in 1999, and 893 bowls Australia versus Pakistan, Sharjah 2002-3, and apart from that, 2 innings forfeited. And I think you enjoyed today's all-important report about the cricket test match. This was the third cricket test match. With this win, India go up in the series 2-1, and they are now looking to be in that zone of comfort, and they can really go through and qualify for the right now they seeming to be India is the strong contender